Welcome, graduates. Happy Saturday. And if you forgive me, one piece of uncle upon me, I'm eating my stew peas and rice. Why me I talk to them? It nice. Yo, one thing in me, I'm make a mean stew peas. Remember me tell you? It is the rare occasion that I break my no chicken diet because chicken foot are finite. Good night, good night. Let me see who's in the class, girl. Boy, we have some things to talk today. Kathy Wallace, good afternoon, wherever in the world you are. Eslyn, how you doing? Yvette Sharp, big up in ice cream self. Live and let live. Hola. Hi, Alvera. Juliet, how are you doing? Joyce Solomon, Earth Angel, her Lexia, Misty Brown, Natalie, happy Saturday to you too. And as my admin says, child of God, good night, HDK and graduates. Please like the live as you come on. Let me pin this message. Bro, Shaka Wagwan, bro. You all right? You all right, love? Melanie Walters, what's up? Vanessa, big up yourself. Charms World, hello. Hi, Dawn. Hi. So we're going to chat to people in business a little bit. Somebody called Pastor Shawn Miller there. Boy, if it's one thing, I always know. Hold on a minute, let me lock off this. Because I don't want a troll a jump on, I know troll time. Hold on. Let me sort out the settings before the trolls come. God, them love text set, Hold on 1 second there, people. Now say a word. You understand? Just keep it warm for a minute. Hold on. Yeah, edit. There. Yes, this is for my graduates. This is enough for the fly-by nights, pitch-by days. You understand? There we go. Save that. Locked and loaded. Locked and loaded. Right, social spectator, good afternoon. So we are going to chit chat because the Christians are making headlines. And I'm going to listen to it with a fresh air, just like you guys, while I eat. Now, as you know, Prophetess Daniela got married recently. Congratulations to her. The Lord loves marriage. It is wonderful. She looked beautiful. And, people, I never really recognize her, No, I never really recognize her because me used to her with her natural hair and the whole heap of different color hat. And me used to her with her fancy Christian suit them. Because she's a fashion designer as well, right? That's what I'm used to. So I honestly did not know that the Daniela that was being celebrated and congratulated was the same lady. Now, I have come across Daniela before in a past report that I did on Kevin Smith. And I remember Kevin Smith, right? The cultist. During that whole saga, we were looking at which other religious leaders had been trained by or associated with Kevin Smith. And a number of names had come up, hers included, as being there. But, not because you're trained by somebody or you're associated with somebody mean that you have the same mindset or intention, right? Now, never see her much again. She doing her preaching thing, seminar in a church. Not into religion. Love me some God, but not into religion at all, because most of the Christians out here, me not really see much faith lead me to church. I'm not saying that they don't have godliness about them, but I see a lot of other things that are just like normal human flaws where the whole that we have. And it's like, well, if me and you are the same thing, me not really say, oh, you can lead me to church. Mm-hmm. So anyway, after the wedding, a picture went viral. She's a beautiful soul. Yes, yes, yes. I don't have no issue with her. She seems to be a nice lady. She just doing her thing. You understand? I've seen several videos of her going out into the street preaching and praying over people and all of them something. So that's all good. I have nothing negative to say about Prophetess Daniela. You know, she's not somebody that I know of to be in any mix-up or anything like that. No. Since the wedding, a picture started to circulate. I see the picture. When I see the picture now, the caption was that she was married to Shawn Miller. I say, it looked like him. But you know how internet stay. You can't take everything themselves for gospel. But anyway, it come out say it's true. That they indeed were in a relationship. And definitely married. Now, one whole heap of bangarang come forward now about the marriage. And what alerted me to the story was this video. I'm going to make you listening. Was this video. Because I follow this girl on TikTok. Wanna listen there.
I hope everyone is doing fabulous, guys. I know you guys missed me. I miss you guys as well, but I am now back. All right, guys, and I'm gonna dive right down into it. Let me just say this is going to be a very long post, So, guys, please watch it all the way out, and thank you guys for your support. All right, first and foremost, now we all know that Prophetess Daniela just got married. Nice wedding. She looks so beautiful. Very beautiful, girl. I enjoy the photos. You look very nice in your wedding dress, all right? And the wedding seems like it was very nice. But I just want to say, I was on Facebook and then now over here on TikTok. So a picture is circulating with her and Shawn Powell, yeah? The guy that she was with for...
I don't know why she call him Shawn Powell, people. Why she call him Shawn Powell? But anyway, a Shawn Powell she call him. I don't know if it's to avoid legalities or if I saw him used to name. Because it's of Jasmine.
And that's 5 years ago, guys. That's 5 years ago. I'm not supposed to know about him. Goes by the name of Dr. Shawn Powell or Prophet Dr. Shawn Powell. You understand? And the picture is now manifesting all itself again on Facebook. The lady just get married. Why is that picture even post? Why not post the picture? I'm telling you, some amount of people on the internet was so not blogger or not this and not that. You know, look how much trouble. The young girl just get married and she up on her honeymoon. She done enjoy her honeymoon and I live her best life. Our old picture no go for dig up, for come and try bring down this girl and try for disgrace her. She's a young trying prophetess, and so no come with no foolishness or no negativity. But let me just say, whatever negative you no have to come with, remember, so God no like ugly. God no deal with negativity or positivity all the way. So none of that now go be fruitful, all right? Or come to perfection. Anyways, now let's dive right into it. So now post up the picture. I know we won't expect forget out of it. First of all, the wedding took place in one day and the wedding was announced null, reason being that the man didn't even know where name.
What?
You understand? So the wedding never made no sense. They wasn't even married. It was no. So that's number one.
So the wedding was annulled because he didn't know his name? I don't understand. What do you mean he didn't know his name? Anyway.
Right? Number two, me soon now post again and I say she didn't invite her mother to the wedding. Let's talk about it. Wanna know why she never invite her mother to the wedding?
No.
Or we just assume I feel so we know why she never invite her
Never even
mother.
know
Can
say
I hear
mother
people
banger and get
a
a
flag and
gun.
talk about how she dep on road and get in a spirit and I preach to people, but she did not invite her mother to the wedding. The Bible tells us saying, children must honor their parents that their days may be long. And in the same breath, it goes as saying that parents should not provoke their children to wrath.
Very true.
Right?
Yeah.
So when I not come for the girl and I come for her good, come for her straight and correct. You understand? Me have proof for when me attack. When me I go talk, you know a fact, a factual information that I have gotten that I'm now talking about. You
Okay.
understand? Daniela Smith did not invite her mother to the wedding. Why? Why didn't she do that as a prophetess? Why wouldn't you want your dear mother at that wedding? Why wouldn't she invite her mom to her own wedding? And mommy, if you're going to say that your daughter don't invite you to the wedding, please come and state facts why your daughter did not invite you to her very own wedding. Now remember, you and Shawn Powell still in a cushionment, so no still a link, and that's the reason why she did not invite you to the wedding, because you love sweets, you love money, and you love bribery. A bribe, Shawn bribe you. Why you your daughter fall out? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about the money where Shawn pay you and I give you to finish up your house. And while Daniella in your house, you take out Daniella business and I bring it to Shawn. Shawn cannot get over Daniella and it's a mad him. It's a mad him.
What?
You understand? So the best person for him turn to was you. And as a mother, instead of you stand up for your daughter and have your daughter back, you did your side with man. You take the man money through the man I bribe you. You take the man money, I fix up house, and I do all of these things. And then you expect your daughter no. I got invited to our wedding. Come now, mommy, come we talk about it now, mommy. Mommy, come that we talk about it now. Huh? So when you go come on the internet and try to bring down your daughter that she did not invite you to the wedding, let's talk about why she did not invite you to the wedding. Because this Shawn Powell. And Shawn Powell is the reason why you...
Sir, every time she says Shawn Powell, me have to laugh. Because where Powell come from, people? No, sir.
Did not get an invitation to your own child's wedding. Because you, in an agreement with Shawn Powell, I try to bring down your own daughter. Did she move on? She move on. Shawn is nobody. Shawn is a pastor man. We are grown and I look Mary, Jessica, April, Martha.
But, Top, wait there. But Pastor Miller, you hear what she's saying? Pastor Miller, me know say Pastor Miller did want a wife, you know. Remember him did want a wife out of planker shop. You remember people? Huh? You remember say Pastor did want a wife for out a planker shop. So me no know Pastor is a man. Remember say Pastor may be a representative of God, but he is also a man. This is not a priest, as in a Catholic priest that's supposed to remain abstaining from any kind of physical intimacy or marriage. This is a pastor. So I don't really see nothing wrong if him see, boy, I hope it's not at the same time. But anyway.
A woman out there where you can't think of. Let's talk about the naked picture them where I take a send all about a send girl Canada. Go give girl, I send him donkey pelling pain, go give woman
I'm only laughing at the carnality of it, really, but I really hope this isn't true. Where is she getting her information from that the pastor is sending his donkey pelling peng? So that suggests that the pastor is well endowed. Oh, pastor.
And this him want give them. Come we talk about it now. And them something that we are gonna talk about. So before I come on the internet and I try to bring down the girl and I come with the facts. Leave that young lady alone. And you know what God said? You dare not touch the Lord's anointed. So you go on fast with her. You go on. And then when things happen to you same very one, you quick for jump and say, a witchcraft. You understand? When things start to happen to you jump and say a witchcraft when in fact it's no witchcraft. It's on a very mouth. Put in the position what uno in. So I just want to say, Shawn Powell, you's a wicked man. And you know say nothing no good not about you. Your own very ministry in New York mash up. Come we talk about it now, sir. So
But that was long time, and he subsequently went on to another ministry. He did come out and speak on the story as well about how his ministry mash up and how he mix up and bang around the one between him and his church members. He never to go into the details of it, but he move on and him since have another ministry that seems to be doing okay. So I don't
come
know.
we talk about it now. Why you don't leave the young girl alone? Come we talk about your walk and pray for all of the young girls them not try to get them and you can't deal with everybody, sir. Come we
Wow.
talk about it now.
So the way she said it looked like say she implies Sam was doing it all at the same time. But maybe he might just try see which one of the lucky jackpot him hit. Me no know.
Eh? All of the young girls them in your church. You pray upon the whole of them and want marry the whole of them one time.
Hey.
Come we talk about it now. Remember say you nearly get arrested for the same very incident, you know, sir.
What?
Come we talk about it now. You need to stop work and pay people for company internet and strive to destroy Daniela's image. You need to stop it, sir. The lady is now married and she's married as Prophetess Daniela, right?
Okay.
Let that girl walk in her truth. Let she live her life and leave her alone.
All
And mommy,
right.
as a mother, you should have known better. You bring this girl into this world. You should be there to uplift her, not to bring her down. Instead of you side with her, you side with other people. I try to bring down your daughter. No do that.
Oh.
Do not do that.
Wow.
You understand? So if you no can't wish her well, you no go on about your business and just leave her. Let she prosper. Prophetess Daniela, you know what to do. You know how to pray. And you know the God that you serve. So that's all I'm going to say. I wish you guys all the best in your marriage. And you know how to bind up whatever that needs to bind up. Be blessed though.
What a something. What a sinting. Then this had them a sinting you going in a church. Mighty God. So let me ask you a question now. Because when I first heard this, you know, when you hear somebody speaking so impassioned, speaking so informed, you know, it's like say, okay, but remember, say me there on the outside of this church circle, you know, and this is another prophetess, you know, so she in at the circle, you know, so she maybe know things where we not to know. So me not really I go say, okay, I like she tell her so. My knee-jerk reaction is, but look how the lady just get married. She have her nice husband. Everybody has celebrated and congratulate, and here comes her ex out of the woodworks to come cause problem. Here comes mother who if come cause problem. So your knee-jerk reaction is to go, no man. Them people they are wicked. Leave the prophetess Daniela alone. You understand? And this is how human emotions can get carried away by the first content that you absorb, not knowing necessarily the history behind it or necessarily verifying the information that you take in. So you have to step away from your emotions and you have to play devil's advocate and go seek the information if you really want to paint a fair picture. You know how I feel about Pastor Shawn Miller. Pastor Shawn Miller is a man to me who he definitely loves God. He definitely wants to do God's work. Very intelligent man, very well put together. But I have often said to him that there is a reason why he ended up with that title. And I'm not even going to repeat the title because I despise the source of the title. And if he did certain things on the internet, people will repeatedly call him that name, even if his intentions are good. So, other than that, I've got no issue with Pastor Shawn Miller. To me, he's just yet another kind of flamboyant type of preacher. You know, and they're all over the internet. Um, it is not for me to question his genuinity or whether or not he's fake or whatever. But his flamboyant nature, his persona never came across to me as a womanizer per se. No. Um now I guess the way it did come across as, but it didn't come across as that. So this video did shock me. Because I'm like, wait. the pastor a womanizer, and that she say him a look peer young girl, but he's young himself. Me no see why him would I need a old woman. Him young himself. And all of these things, and how he must send out him picture of him parts. But pastor, you is just a man. He's just a man. If this is true. So anyway, I went and did a little digging. And in doing the little digging, I came up with a few little things. A few little things. But boy, it coming like say Prophetess Daniela has been ruffling a few feathers across the Christian section of social media for some time. Because say all changes are multiple video. No changes. Leggy, yes, me see, me darling, Leggy, me see the clips. I go reach for you now because me see the clips them in my love. Me see the clips them with Pastor Shawn Miller come out now fi come talk him truth. And I just want to say it is important that we hear his truth. Because it's so easy for people to get carried away and instantly join the side of the woman. It's always the case. People will look at it and they will join the side of the woman. They always look at man as dog and man as John Crow and man as this and man as that. And they don't really want to take on board where a man is coming from. Right? So, as I said, Shawn Miller did a live. And in the live that he did, he came out and he addressed the situation with her. So we're gonna listen to some of it, right? We're gonna listen to some of it. And then we're gonna draw conclusions from that. And at first, may I hear it out, I'm listening, we don't know. So don't judge me. I haven't listened to all of it.
I was hurt by her. I'm not defending anyone. I was hurt by her. And I was angry. And I was out for blood. And the Lord said to me, stop now. You are a man of God. And according to Timothy, the man of God must be patient, apt to teach, noble, of good character,
Yes.
of temperate moderation. And I was rebuked by the Lord, and I stopped my inquiry for my story to be told. Anything that has been done to me that was, I'm not defending.
Okay. So you are trying basically to get your story told, and it sounds to me like you were using bloggers to do this. That's what it sounds like. Because the only way your story is gonna get told is if you reach out to bloggers to tell your story. And when it comes to situations like relationship, marriage, and so on, you have to go to gossip bloggers. So bloggers who like to listen to gossip, like myself. You have to come to certain places to get your stories told. It's not gonna be the newspaper. No, it's not gonna be the press. It's got to be social media bloggers. And of course, when you approach certain social media bloggers, Pastor Shawn Miller, you have to dash funds, because I'm not gonna just come and talk like me. Them are gonna say to you, say, well, you want your story go out there, this are gonna cost you X amount, and so on and so forth. Anyway, let's keep listening.
I love the Lord, and the Lord says, if you do not have a bill of divorce, you can't divorce your wife. She didn't get a marriage certificate, so she can't be married to whomever she wants to be. Secondly, we did not go to a honeymoon to consummate the wedding or the marriage. Again, number two, it make her legally right to be married to who she wants to be married to. Not consummated, did not have the right documentation. And although it cost me, oh my gosh, you don't even know half of the story. But I will not join anyone to destroy somebody's name and ministry and character.
Wonderful.
Why? I have been there too many times.
Wonderful.
I have seen people do this this to me, and I
Yes. Yes, Swag.
refuse
What's up?
to do the same. Those of you are asking why now? Why show these pictures? Why make it clear that there was something? It had nothing to do with the woman of God. And again, because of my impulsivity, I should have thought twice, because Facebook
You,
so
you see what I mean? You see what I mean when me say Pastor Shawn Miller, you see what me say to you? When I said to you, said avoid certain things because otherwise them going to say you mix up, me tell you. So now you're making it clear. You're confessing that the source of the pictures was you. Why you do it? You know that the young lady is moving, well, has moved on and is now in a new relationship and a new marriage. That your marriage was not even, it wasn't even legitimate from what you're saying to me. That there was problems with the paperwork and the names. See the other prophetess ball out and I call you one different name. She a call you Powell. Me no know what she know why she a call you Powell, but she deliberately do that in because she well I know say you don't name Powell out here. So that means say whatever she attack link up with what you're saying here, and she have some inside knowledge. You understand? I don't know if it's 100% correct, but there's clearly some discrepancy with the name. And remember, Pastor Shawn Miller, he was adopted. Remember, he spent a lot of his time in the home, the boys' home. So these things can happen. Remember, I love Pastor. These things can happen. But the timing of this was not good. It came from a place of hurt, which I can understand. All right. And I'm going to tell you guys why I can understand. But make we go and listen.
Media everywhere else is not a real place. But I wanted folks to know that I came down to Jamaica. I did what was right. And in the end, I lost. The enemy would have killed me and tried to. It was a difficult time. And as you see in the video, she apologized. And that's the reason why I put them there, so that anybody who wants to cause trouble or confusion will know. They tried the attempt, and because of his adoption decree, the documentation couldn't go through, and we could not have what was called a marriage certificate. If you ask her to this day, the $10,000 worth of honeymoon, flying through horseback and all these other stuff that came with the package, wonderful package. And I said to the woman of God Sunday night when we left the ceremony, I said we had a ceremony, but we did not sign a marriage certificate, and we are not going to a honeymoon until it's done. You would have ran to the honeymoon, but it is incorrect. If she is not legally your wife, her body is not legally yours.
True.
And until you have a bill of
hey, watch your pastor Gucci cheer. Backside.
A bill of divorce. When the pastor said to the woman of God, "This is yours," it was their marriage license, meaning he legally is hers and she is legally his, and nobody can stop that. We didn't have that, and that was because of a lot of deceit, lies, and scamming that Jamaica did when we tried to do a destinational wedding. And I came down in the middle of COVID sick. Which man was going to come down and put his entire family into a mansion and spend over $84,000 for a wedding to create havoc, mess up his name, his ministry, and everything else? I realize you people like gossip and you like garbage. I'm not defending anyone. I was hurt by her.
Wow.
And I was angry. And I was out for blood. And the Lord said to me, "Stop now. You are a man of God. And according to Timothy, the man of God must be patient apt to teach,
Yeah.
noble, of good character, of temperate moderation. And I was rebuked by the Lord, and I stopped my inquiry for my story to be told. Anything that has been done to me that was incorrect and wrong and evil, it is in the hand of the Lord's now. And I will not spend time up praying like some of you people doing to witches and warlock and all of that. Anybody that will sit down, marriage is an honorable thing. And when two people walk into it, God blesses it. Let me tell you and teach some of you something. God does not put two people together. Two people come together who see themselves together. In other words, the Bible says, he that findeth a wife findeth a good thing. The man have to go looking. And when he finds a woman that is wife material,
Yes.
he asks for her hand in marriage. The only thing that God says you can't put asunder, not the man or the woman, it's the union of marriage. So let me break it down for some of you slow people in the back. I have five.
But Pastor, yes, use us face. There's me, you know. You hear you? But break it down for the slow people. Hey, people. See the pastor call people slow there. Anytime me call people slow and they get up in our own feelings. Look on the man of God that call the people them slow in the back.
Rooms in my house. Five of them. And for me to occupy the room, I have to walk into the room. So is marriage. It's not the people. It's the union that God put. So when two people decide they're not going to shack up, live it up, fornicate and do wrong, and decide to come together and be married, and they go into the room, the union, the place that God says is legal for two people who will say, Lord, I will do it right and bless you. God calls that marriage. And whatsoever God put together, let no man put asunder. Not even Melissa, when she just passed, could mash down anybody's marriage. Marriage is an saints.
Wow. I'm not gonna lie though, Pastor Miller, you sound in your feelings. You do sound very hurt. You do sound very upset. And it is clear that some wrongs took place towards you by Prophetess Daniela. Because I am hearing that there was mix up with the paperwork to do with the adoption that you had to have happen to you, and that all of that, it was some kind of scam in the Jamaican system that you traveled down to get it fixed. What happened when you traveled down to get it fixed? It's clear that Prophetess Daniela did not stand by you or stand by the fight to fix things. And it is clear that it never gone nowhere at all. It was a very quick finish to your relationship. A very, very quick finish. And you spent out so much money on a beautiful wedding that amounted to nothing. And when it hit a roadblock or an obstacle in its initial phase of manifestation, Prophetess Daniela became a running bride. You still love her, man. Pastor Miller, you still love her. You still love her. And that's why you put out those pictures. And there's nothing wrong with that. Because when you look to a woman and decide that you're going to make a life with her, when a man puts his heart on a plate and says, take it. If a woman is a good woman, she will take that heart, she will nurture it. She will protect it, and she will give it comfort. Right? You will know that you are safe with her. And what you did was you put your heart on a platter, and your heart wasn't safe. No, it never safe at all. Never safe at all. So now,
I love the Lord.
remember that he referred to an apology. And yes, indeed, there was an apology. The apology came from Prophetess Daniela Smith herself. And this is what I think we need to listen to. I did listen to this one. I didn't listen to his full, throughout, but I did listen to this one. I haven't listened to the other parts, but it was enough to let me know that this pastor, he's hurting and he probably has a right to be angry. Now listen.
Honestly, some of my attitude came from where
Oh no, another one. No, that's the final one. But doesn't want to hear that one first. Wait. We want part one.
Bless you, Prophet Miller. I hope that you're not too bad.
It low, don't it? When you can't hear?
Well, I was calling you earlier and I could not get you to on the phone. So I choose to do a video. For the past a week and a day and 2 days, I've not spoken to you in words.
Okay, good.
Also, let me explain that the only reason I really did not reach out to you is because I did a lot of disaster here, and I didn't think that me reaching out to you even would make any sense anymore, because I just wanted you to just heal. But man of God, I can say with honesty, with tears in my eyes tonight, there has not been a minute, a second, a hour
Oh God.
where you're not in my thoughts. You came to Jamaica. You did your best. You showed me that there's more to my name than what I think. And man of God, when I look and I came back and I had a misunderstanding about the video that you did, I was so ashamed. I felt like I was just a monster. And then I came out, I get up and I explained to my mother and I explained to my father and my brothers, and they were not pleased. And honestly, when I told that and he wasn't even getting through to you, he took down because he has pinched nerve. He's not eating, he's limping on one side of.
Hold on, so that's a part one. Wait. You'll go to part two now.
When it was just coming to Jamaica, he said that clipped, with your vows. He was excited. He was, all over the place. this because I wanted to meet this girl. But when I came back and I started to look in myself and I started to see where I fall, Shawn Miller. Anytime you get the chance to listen to this video, I just want you to forgive me.
You better believe she just got married, my love. Was that his old pictures? Yes, it was his old pictures. This is the prophetess. The prophetess did this either last night or a couple nights ago, my loves. This is very recent. This is since our wedding. Yes? Okay. So, make we go and listen. She apologize. Wait.
I tried my best to be the woman that, you wanted me to be. But I failed you, sir. There's greater out there for you. Greater missions for you. And honestly, I realized that you cannot teach what you have never experienced.
You think it's all?
My eating orders are not up. I cannot eat anymore. You see me on that live. I'm trying to.
Okay, it's all. It's an all apology. All right, it's all. But them just, boy, them Christian are easy, them just rise it up, And yesterday, 12 hours ago, they rise it up. So it's the all apology. So this is the apology he was referring to. Okay, it's all. Oh, thank God. Oh, God.
Ministry.
Yes, it's past. It's past, faith. Like it just confirmed it's past. I retract that.
As a beast. But you're a gem.
I wanted to hear what she just said, because that was very important. It's all. All news. Okay, now, listening up, because even though
I will not be
where I say it's all, I wanted to listen.
People saw you as a beast.
People saw you as a beast.
But you're a gem.
But you're a gem.
I will not be doing a live. I will be doing a recording. And I will send it to you and I will ask you your permission if this is what you want me to. If this is okay, I want you to listen to it because I don't want to leave out anything. I'm starting from scratch to the end. People think that you did me wrong. You haven't.
Wow.
And I'm gonna be transparent. But it was just
people thought you did me wrong, but you didn't. People thought you were a beast, but you're a gem. That's a part 2. You're the final part.
Whenever chance you get to watch this video, I beg for your forgiveness. I pray that you forgive me and I let you come to Jamaica. My attitude is up.
Yes.
Everything. Honestly, some of my attitude came from where I did not have a license.
Yes.
And I'm going back to a place where everybody's like, yes, I should come back and all of them someday. And honestly, it put me in a space where I was disappointed in a bit, so I have to withstand from a lot of things. And it called me. It's honestly also it caused me where I retaliated. Also, I created you as a monster, and even a monster, but somebody that you are not.
Wow.
To my family.
Jesus.
In the bathroom.
Eh?
And that was not what was said.
Huh?
I didn't know even though the word came out. Dr. Prophet Shawn Miller. You are the first man to show me that, listen, life is worth more than what you think. You actually hold my hand and you lead me and you show me before all of this. When I used to do the lives, you said fix up a year and all of that.
No, but you see now that I listening to this part, I never listen out this part, the final part. Me never me listen out the other two. What? So you told lies on him. You ripped him apart to your family. You painted a picture about Pastor Shawn Miller that was not true. You made them believe he was a monster, that he was a beast, and in fact, he's a gem. You're saying that the man was the only man that invested in you, that saw you and saw your potential. You tear down him backside. At that me get from it. At that me get from it. That is what I get from it. You understand? Is that me get from it? Huh? Okay, I'm seeing a message here. February 30th. You will see the wedding. He didn't come out for months. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Wow. Oh no. She broke his heart. She totally broke his heart. She was a vile woman of God back then. No, sir. So you see what I mean when I say, oh, it is knee-jerk reaction for people. I would look into it. Thank you, my graduate. I will look into it. It's a knee-jerk reaction for the public to come to the defense of the female always. Women are always painted as the victims when it comes to relationships and so on. And when a man lashes out or does certain things, he's seen as the problem, the troublemaker, the one that does not know how to let go. But it sounds to me as though Pastor Shawn Miller is dealing with some serious hurt. And even though this apology took place, his name is still being smeared across social media with regards to this wedding. And it is the truth.
Sorry.
Because when I was looking through everything, I saw people's commentary on the wedding, how them a tear him down, them a bash him. And I tell him, say, you thought you could have take down the Prophetess Daniela, and you couldn't do it, and you is a wicked, and you is a this, and you is a that. And I'm just like, no man, oh them just a rip him down, so. Then is what? Is what, so? You understand? And now this a prophetess, she get 224k views on this, people. 224k views. I talk about how Prophet Shawn Miller is a womanizer. Or he must send out him pengeleng picture. Go give various young girl. And Ray. In other words, suggesting he's a carnal pastor. He's not a real pastor. She had talk about how he might look multiple woman. And that was the reason why one of his first ministry did mash up, because he was busy trying to look young girl. Me not see nothing wrong with a pastor trying to get to know young girls. If him young himself, But the sending round at the picture thing and trying to date multiple at once is questionable. because those things are spirit of lust. But even a pastor is a man, and them thing them have to pray against and change and evolve. The breaking down of the first ministry was a long time ago. He has subsequently built another ministry that seems to be doing well. You understand? Now, I don't like what I am hearing though, because when you tell a lie on somebody and you totally destroy their name and make them seem what they are not, these are the things that carries on because lying tongues fall on gossiping ears, and this information passes on and on and on to other gossipers, and soon false becomes reality. This is why I say I refuse to let anybody write my narrative out here. And when they try to rewrite it, I'm going to correct it because there has to be a trail of counteraction. And that is me. You understand? I heard some of the voice apologies from back then after the wedding brawl. Okay. You understand? Let me see what the graduate is saying here in my inbox. I don't know how to send it, but no license. She told her elders he is gay. Oh God. That she do? That she do? She tell her family say him a so. Backside. Ah, she tell her family member say him a so. When him clearly not so, because the next past prophetess woman come out and say appear. Woman him a look to him thing. No, sir. Then I saw them church people, you're dangerous. Yo, when me telling you say me stay for me, yo, Pastor Shawn Miller forgive me, but me not in a church, sir. Me not in it, because them thinking you're the spawn of the devil, Cause this a definitely spiritual attack, yes? Huh? Now let me say something about her mother not being at the wedding. I'm going to comment on that. Prophetess, Prophetess Daniela, you not inviting your mother to the wedding is being linked to the fact that the mother is still in dealings with Pastor Shawn Miller. She brings up the fact that Pastor Shawn Miller gave your mother money towards the building of her home, and that you saw that money as bribe because that was his way of keeping tabs on you. And the mother would share information with Pastor Shawn Miller about your life. But let me ask you a question really and truly. You really think that your mother would put you at a disadvantage? Did your mother try and interfere with your relationship with your current husband? You're trying to tell me that a man that helps your mother to build a home is a bad man? Even if you have moved on and you want nothing to do with Pastor Shawn Miller, which you really shouldn't be keeping malice as a Christian. No, you shouldn't. Even if you decide you're going to take yourself away, fine. He is supposed to cut off your mother, who he had a relationship with before. Remember, he came to take your hand in marriage and would have sought your mother's approval as well. You expect him to disconnect from your mother completely because you spread lies on him. So hold on. This sound like a good enough reason not to bring your mother come a wedding? People, pinch me. Because it now makes sense, it now add up. Some church people, HDK, not all. I believe it to be true, but I'm afraid to find out which one is or which one is not before they sting me. Huh? Shawn Miller tried to scandal Shadeen when he found out she was dating. Maybe, I don't know, but I know Shadeen time now. So how she know that after they didn't have intercourse according to what she said? Yes, exactly. Seems much honest. I'm afraid of the church more, I don't think that that's right. I mean, your mother, listen, when you're getting married, having your mother at the wedding is such a wonderful experience. And to lose out on that, it's not like, say, The mother had to travel from thousands of miles away to come to your wedding. She in the same country where your wedding had take place. You denied her the pride of handing over her daughter. You denied her that position of being mother of the bride. You denied her that special memory out of malice. Me afraid of Uno. Me very afraid of Uno. I don't care how laba that mother was. I don't care how she a pass message on to Shawn Miller. I don't business. None of that not supposed to stop her coming to that wedding. In my opinion. I am not you. Maybe the reasons are far deeper than what the internet is letting out. But that would have never stopped my mother from coming. She could have chat the wedding so till with Shawn Miller not stop the wedding neither. It wouldn't stop anything. I would still be getting married and I would still be enjoying my wedding day. And she can did it and pass on all the messages she want. It not stop nothing. That's your mother. That's your mother. So how can these people preach God is love? How can they preach unity? How can they preach a spirit of godliness? How can they preach forgiveness if them a carry on so? Huh? Me just ask a question, because it's just looking at the practicality, the logic, and then looking at the spiritual side of things, right? Because say when you're not Christian, you cut off who you cut off and you keep it moving. The prophetess that made that video said, the Bible also said, do not provoke your children to wrath. Okay, that is true. But how many times does the Bible say you need to forgive? Huh? At the end of the day, a man that help your mother to build a house is not a bad man. No amount of bribing, no need to go up to all of that. Huh? So he hasn't blessed your mother. And for that reason is the reason why you don't want your mother to come. It's not like you're inviting Shawn Miller in at the wedding, even though you might have think that Shawn Miller is dead and he dead through your mother. It's your mother. It's your mom that brought you into this world so that you can stand in your glory as a woman of God. And you denied her. But how we know if it's true? We don't know. Me say if. That's the imperative word. If. That are the reason. But me not say what could I go on so. That mother would have to be hell of abusive. But the fact that the mother was in her life right up to the point where Pastor Shawn Miller was there to ask her hand in marriage, she can't have been that bad a mother. She was there. It's not like say she was neglected by this mother, abused by this mother. She was there. She was involved in the first part. Could have forgiven her. Them things are going to rest by your soul. Them things they're going to torment you. You understand? You cannot do that. Let me see young P over there, people. Young P. I don't know young P claim for saying he's a prophet. And me not mock him. The one was sing, leave me live in a realm. That one there. All him ever predict a do me over in Panincha, him attack to all kind of demon, my loves. I do not claim any of the evil from this video. But anyway.
Sophia, marriage ordained by God? No, ordained by God. So how long our marriage are going to last for? About a year. So you not going enough church people too? Eh? You not going enough church people too?
So that a young P attacked one demon, my loves. And young P, I said the demon, I said the marriage is not consecrated by God. And it not gonna last longer than a year. So all kind of bad talk I go upon the people in marriage. All kind of something. Me can't bother deal with changes, changes do one whole a video. Lord Jesus, and this is when I go full up her music. Make we go and hear what changes I say. She always
I warn you all about this. Is a prophet named Daniel Smith on TikTok. They're all over. She texts me on TikTok. One day, so she said, woman of God, give me a number.
Listen.
I remember how the conversation started. But you know, prayer, man, I got no matter now run from prayer, I run from prophet praying for the person. Right?
Yes.
So anyway, she give her my overseas number. And she texts me and she pray for me. She can't pump it, and she pray. Before y'all say it's a lie, listen to what the lady said. This couldn't be a scam. The lady said she called her on a video call.
Hey.
Video call.
Hey.
Video call. So she must know if it's the same Daniela Smith on the video call that you see on TikTok. So this cannot be a scam.
Why?
Don't look at people outfit and anointing and say them not sinning.
Hey.
We all can go astray. That is why the Lord sent Nathan the prophet to David when he went astray to get him back. The problem is when you're too proud to come back. She started ask me. She asked me which country me dem tell her. So she asked her for $100. She asked her for $100. So I said to myself, say, this woman a pray for me and the woman a ask me for money.
Hey!
And she need to buy the olive oil and she send it to me and whatever. And as you know, man, I've got this.
Hold on, people, before me can. Hey! Hold on, the people, before me continue this. Thank you so much, graduate. I see your messages. So the apology was from February 3rd, 2022. Okay. So that's when he had that post there. So I suppose if anybody's gonna continue this story, come with us a touch on this one time, y'all can go dig up that post. It's still very much on his page. And it's got the pictures of him with the wedding and blah 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 blah. It's got the apology video. Oh gosh, it was a hell of a wedding. Bloody hell, he spent by the seaside and wow. It was a hell of a wedding. Geez, wow. Oh gosh. Oh God. Oh God. Pastor Shawn Miller, me feel bad for you. Me do feel away. It no fear. Oh gosh. Anyway.
Also know this. Anywhere I go, I always saw you. Anywhere. Nothing is wrong with.
Okay, Karen says, I got that video call too, and it was a scam from Africa using her name and one from her new husband too. I really don't believe it was her who called the lady via the video. Okay. I see this person was on anti-life. Which person yet?
Something to a woman of God or a man of God. You understand? Nothing is wrong to donate towards the ministry. But
thank you so much, Natalie, for the super chat. Thank you.
Something, you understand what I'm saying? Yeah, but nothing is wrong to donate to her or nothing like that still. And
that no sound like African.
Staying humble, living for Christ. You understand what I'm saying? Just being me in the name of Jesus Christ of Nazareth. So if the Holy Spirit led you to donate to her, go ahead and donate to her. Nothing is wrong with that. You understand? Daniela Smith is a powerful woman of God still. Even though I cannot find her on my FYP because she blocked me from TikTok. I don't
Oh yeah, Leggy.
I
Cause,
want y'all to.
cause I remember I did see that one, because when I was going through the videos on TikTok, Leggy, me see the video with Antia, I cry and I pray, and she the behind her, the same Daniela at the behind her, over her while she a pray and she a getting our spirit there. But listen, people, me not believing that there's something that me as a person, right? I'm gonna tell you, me personally, and I'm not mocking anyone who does it, and I'm not arguing against anyone who believes in that kind of worship. I genuinely believe in praying silently unless I am praying deliberately for somebody or something in a public space. When it comes to my prayers does not need to be heard by anyone else excepting God. You understand? If somebody is praying for me at church and so that's a bit different. But if I am praying, I don't want no eyes on me. When I start to go down on my knees or when I start to bawl out to God, I am in a room to myself. That is how I grew up in a faith of Methodist. So the Methodist, we believe in quiet prayer. This getting a spirit thing is not really us. Although we did have one and two in a church we used to have but everybody used to look on them and skin up their face. But it was only two ladies that used to do that. That was not me. You understand? So yeah, me did see this. Anyway, me go on
Listen to
listen
this
changes.
prophecy that I got. The Lord sends me here to warn Daniella
Okay.
Smith and
I
affiliates.
see
This word
faith.
is especially for you. The Lord said, do not walk into an office I did not give to you. The Lord said, do not take up a calling I did not give to you. The Lord said, do not let the words of men, the favor of men, the encouragement from men, let you take up an office.
Oh.
Let you fight and compete out of jealousy for a position, a spot that the Lord did not give to you. It is not going to work in your favor. I saw you being publicly humiliated.
You didn't know.
Why do y'all reject the word of God by leaning on your own understanding? As I repent, I pray y'all stop rejecting the word of God. Stop judging the end time prophets. The end time prophets are God ordained. They came about through people's prayer. Somebody knelt down somewhere.
But people, them a prophetess here, they hatty. You know, ever look pan changes yet? Changes brown. When changes first come out, changes black like a me. No, Mr. Changes brown. Maybe it's a filter. Changes have on the latest lace wig. The lash them turn up. No, so me can't keep up. Me cannot keep up because these prophets and prophetesses look very, very worldly. I am not going to lie. And it's not a judgment, look good, but it's a very worldly look. Yes, indeed it is. But anyway, she carries on, people, and she carries on saying what she's saying, okay? I'm not gonna carry on listening to changes. Cause changes sometimes give me headache. Me can't bother. But she's basically saying that Prophetess Daniela positioned herself based on where man propelled her to be as opposed to where she was called by God. And it was about competition. It was about being the one in charge, the leader, the whatever. And I know those things are very much present in the church. Remember, I told you a story about when me and my husband and my kids went to church. We were a little bit late, and there were some empty seats at the front of the church. We all quickly go and sit down at the empty seats, only for the pastor's wife to come and ask us to move because she came late herself. She and her sister and somebody else came late herself. And them times it was only the three of us because I wasn't pregnant with my second child yet. And she asked us to leave because those seats are reserved. No sign never the penny, nothing. But because it's front seat, it is reserved for the pastor's wife and the pastor's family. No, sir. Me say when that happened, me tell her straight, say me not moving. She later that way. We get them first. Find somewhere else to go sit down. Cause you know me not play. Anyway, the pastor wife And our sister and some other third party that they carried with them go end up sitting down way towards the back. Um and me say when we are go through and where do the greet meet and greet everybody I go through now. You know, say woman skip over we and no shake we hand. Hey, that's what she do. Malice my loves. Me say no sir, this a church a corrupt. I don't want nothing to do with it. Eventually, after I had my second child, and that second child got baptized, me take one myself, people. Me say, no, sir, this a church enough for me. I pure corruption. Hey, let me tell you something. That pastor, he had a big belly. He fat, he have a big belly. And every time we have a little church function, I always help out in the kitchen. I helping out with the other ladies, right? All the aunties and stuff. Them used to love me. Because even though me did young, I was happy to be in the kitchen and me love cook as on know. So me in there with them and me I help me. Either me I cut up the coaster, whatever. When it's time to serve me, I take out the plate them and me I carry the plate them out to all of the people and for feed the people. Everybody in the church get them plates in a paper plate, paper fork, paper, plastic fork and knife. Anyway, when it come to the pasta plate, now the pasta get china. The pasta get one porcelain plate, it big like a so. And him get metal knife and fork. And feed curry goat to run over my love. And feed rice and peas hefty, big bitter. So people, the last time it happened, when after me done make up my mind, say, me I leave this church, people. Me I leave this church. Me go in the room, in the vestry, and him there with some of the elders. I me bring in him plate. I may have film plate and may have other plate in my hand and me give the other plate to one other lady. And me go and me say, and here is your special plate. Me say, when me say so, his finger fly up to him mouth one time. I say, shh. And me say, no, me not being quiet. Is your special plate. And me walk out. When me do so, when I lady that, when I in the vestry, come to me, she say, Kay, you're terrible, Me are Listen, no, I'm not terrible. Why does he have to have big old hell of a plate, one heap of food, a flow over, look for the size and belly? Him don't need that. You understand? Why him can't get the same as everybody else? So I'm very much aware of the fact that hierarchy is in the church. It's so practiced that it becomes natural and normal. That if you are the leader of the flock, you have to get treated better than everybody else. And Jesus was not about that. He was not. He was not. And this is another thing that I have criticized Pastor Shawn Miller for in the past. I said, look at how you present yourself, all this blinginess. You understand? Because he's very blingy. When me look on the man cheer of Gucci panny, most time in come out is some name brand scarf. There is got to be something. If it's not Coco Chanel, if it's not Gucci, if it's not one of the brand them half in there, it is like there is a preoccupation with materialism. And I'm not saying that Christians cannot be blessed materially, and I'm not saying that they cannot be wealthy. But oftentimes when I see that, me as a outsider, somebody looking in who want to go closer to God, but me afraid because of the thing that when me I see, right? I see that as materialism and a preoccupation with things of the world. So it's easy to spin lies around a man bribing people for with his money when they look and see you present as you present. It's a believable lie. You understand? It's like stereotyping you, and that's why stereotypes are dangerous because they're so close to the truth. I hope I make it sense. But I'm not bashing Pastor Miller, and I'm not saying that he doesn't have a right to be hurt. He has a right to be hurt. I am hoping and praying that Prophetess Daniela has moved on from this. Now, I'm going to just be realistic with Pastor Shawn Miller for a minute. It's been 5 years. Well, this February 2022 is the post that I saw. So what, 4 and a bit or whatever. But it's been long enough. And as hurt as you are, it is time to let go. It is time to let go. It's time to move on. It's time to not look. It's time to not be reminded. It's time to relinquish the memories. It's time to bury the hatchet. It's time to forgive. It's time to look anew. It's time to turn your eyes away and ignore what the internet has to say. It's time not to respond because regardless of whether or not I think you're flamboyant, whether or not I think that the church isn't my place or whatever, you have a flock. You have people who look to you. And even in relationships, they will see you as an example. And that means they will look at how you handle breakups. They will look at how you handle divorce. They will look at how you handle a bitter ex, a lying ex, a wicked ex. And your responses shall set a template that others will mimic who are coming up in your shadow. And as such, no matter how it hurts you, no matter how it painful, no matter how the memories still bleed, it's time for you to seek healing and solace in knowing that you were man enough to let go. You understand? To let go. What Pastor Shawn say? Pastor Shawn say his body is the temple of God. So why should he keep it like a garage? I tell you about him. I tell you, say, you have problem with no pastor. Oh God. And please, Pastor, if what this prophetess here is saying that you're sending your pengeleng, please don't send your pengeleng anymore. Do not send any more pengeleng pictures. If it's true, say pengeleng picture go out there. Don't do it. Don't do it. You hear? Them thing they not good. Them thing they them cause lusting, right? And we don't want to play into Satan's hands like that. Even if God has blessed you in every way, they don't need to know. I genuinely don't believe he did it, to be honest. I don't. I think that people are just horrible on the internet. Yeah. Avoid coming to the internet with any more drama, Pastor. This story is going to be the next 9-day talk. Before I go, you know, Pastor exchanging money. Hey, Faith, you know, say you raise a good point, no. Because me think, say, when Pastor Pengeleng picture go out, you know, me think, say, the whole of the church sister them just go so ping, 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 and I stand it amongst them one another and say, but hello, hallelujah, look at that. Oh, good God, you are a good Lord in every way. What a blessed man. I'm sure that's what's happened. I'm pretty certain, you know. I'm pretty certain that's what happened, you know. Pastor Shawn Miller. You understand? Yes, yes, yes. I never go on like say, Lord, him disgusting. Why am I send that for? Send it, come give me just asking for a friend. And then, and then I look on it, I turn it sideways, I turn it upside down. Go ahead and bed with it underneath the pillow. No, sir. Pastor Shawn Miller. Ha! I am not going to look at you the same way. You know that, right? Heavenly blessed. Yes, faith. Pastor Shawn Miller, I ain't going to look at you the same way. All these rumors they're spreading on the poor man. Oh, God. Oh, just stop it, man. I'm gonna stop it. And there's nothing wrong, Pastor, if you are actually helping out that mother. There's nothing wrong. But please make sure that if you are doing it, you're not doing it with other motives in terms of wanting to know more about Daniela. She is entitled to know. Stick to her husband and to become one. Their life is no separate and apart from yours. And even, in your assistance, which is no doubt coming from a good place, I think that it's important that you don't ask any questions, you don't facilitate any discussions that's coming from the mother about Daniela's life. It is now no longer your business. And no matter how much you still care for her, no matter how much you have your regrets, and no matter how much you was hurt, she did do an apology. And that should count for something. But what is important is that the world knows that Pastor Shawn Miller was no beast. He was no monster. And those rumors were a lying manifestation of a previous version of Prophetess Daniela. We cannot assume she is still the same woman. We have to assume she has grown, she has evolved, and she has become a better version of her past self. The whole of the Christian community a beat her. Me go up and down TikTok and appear customer cost Prophetess Daniela. And I say she's fake and all of these things, but you do not need to prove yourself to man. It's all about your relationship between yourself and the man upstairs. You understand? And by your deeds you shall be known. It shall be clear. My only observation is he has more means to control the narrative, both intellectually and financially. Absolutely true. That is a fact. But anyway, I wish these two the best. Now, before me run off and go on business, you, Andre Stevens, why you not stop torment my page? Every little thing me put up, you did it. You know, so me can't bother with you. No, sir, one of the people, let me show you something. Let me show you something. Look there. Look. All right. So I made a post earlier, right? I made a post earlier, and I said because I've been on TikTok, okay? I've been on TikTok, and I don't want any and I don't want anyone to think that I'm trying to flag anything or make it like I'm choosing a side. I see the war, not on TikTok, on YouTube. I mean, I see the war going on, kicking out between Wayne and between Andre, right? Now, you all know that Wayne is my brethren. Even when he be naughty and he went for my auntie and I had to tell him stop. It doesn't matter. I still my brethren. Okay? All right. Anyway, me see war I kick off. Me no know where this war coming from, you know, people, but it look like say Andrea throw a word over throw a stone over a fence. And we know say the stone where I fling over the fence after him. So when Wayne collect his stone, then Wayne a send back some rock, right? Okay. So anyway, that's that. Them little tit for tat. Hopefully, it's not gonna go any further. And me put a status saying that listen, be ready for this new war between Uno and Andre. May I tell him same for stay focused. And Ray, you know that I do a lot of gimmicking on my page about everything that's trending. And you guys know when I hear someone I'm laughing. Anyway, Popsy do get mad. See Popsy do here now. Pastor Drew said one thing with you. You will find anything or everything bad to post about me. Never one day the good I do you comment nor mention. I'm not surprised. I have no time to give some people attention. This season, I focus on my blooms. Kakafat. Yo, people. So me said to him, say, but you don't sound so hurt, Andre. Me tell you if you focus. I'm going to tell him, Tanda pay me no mind. No, sir. But Andre, you so Andre, you know, so me think you like me. Me think you like me. Me think Andre want to recruit me. Andre. I second time, you know, people. I second time, you know. I second time, because remember, so me come out and me say, Andre, I come into class for you, because him talk about how, wait, brother name, Silvera Innocent. And me say, how? And he come and he beg me for give him a chance to explain. I know him not explain. I know he don't explain anything. You understand? And Mr. Andre, how could you say that I read him? I said me forgive my chance before me beat him. And me always I beat him. But I need him to understand, right? That it's what you put out here that people will react to. It's not a matter of me manifesting, because one thing you know about head teacher is that I don't lie. Everything that I have discussed where you are concerned are about the truths that have been on social media. I don't dig up anything. I only bring the files. I just present them. And at the end of the day, if it wasn't so, there would be nothing to say. Andre, I do not dislike you at all. People might think I do, but I am telling you personally, one to one, I don't dislike you. I dislike some of the things you do, some of the things you say, some of the things that you have left out here in your past, right? And even the recent commentary. I particularly took offense to the things that you directed towards a lady that was from humble beginnings. I didn't care it was that lady necessarily. I cared about the things that you said and used as insult because it applied to many women, including myself. I did not like it. So there were things that you said that rubbed people the wrong way. It's not about a personal me I carry belly fear. No. But until I see a better, more evolved Andre Stevens, especially when it comes to handling conflict or disagreements, I am still going to hold you at arm's length because you have a lot of growing to do, especially as you're heading towards Parliament, you claim, in terms of how you represent people, in terms of how you represent Jamaica. There's a lot in you that is full of potential. And even my mother, and I'm sure you know who she is, said that you are so bright, that there's a lot you've got going on for you. But there are certain things you need to fix. And of course, you have to keep your health at its optimal point. You understand? So nobody thing say HDK dislike you or hate you or anything like that. Far from it. Far from it. You are fascinating to watch. You have an interesting program and the people love you. However, you do have some ways where Jesus have his mercy. I wish they would disappear. Them ways there. Yeah, them ways there. And no, me not look no friend. And me still a go rise the flag anytime me see it red. Yeah. Anyway, pick up your nice clean self. Have yourselves a wonderful weekend, my graduates. I don't think I'm coming live tomorrow. No, no, no. I've got to get myself ready for the working week. But enough love, enough respect. Have yourself a wonderful night. My stoopies was so good. I'm not having any more though. No, no, no. No big back thing. Me gone. Bye.